friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Excel.freak. Today, we're going to be starting with our charts series in Excel. What are charts really used for? Charts are used to best represent our data in a format that not only our table can explain, however, charts look far more informative and useful in terms of understanding as well. For example, I give you a very large data set of say 100 rows and columns. Do you think you'll be able to understand anything out of that data set? Not really. But if I convert that into probably a column chart or a line chart, it becomes easy for us to be able to digest that data, right? And that's what exactly charts are used for. Here in this case that today I'll be sharing with you, I have the runs scored by a particular team in first 20 overs, and what have been the number of wickets that they have lost is mentioned over here. Now, I am sure we are all cricket freaks, and we know that this kind of data is best represented in kind of a line chart, right? Do we know what is a line chart? If not, we can just quickly click on the Insert tab, and we can see, okay, these are the different versions of line charts that are available to us, right? Now, what is given to us here is runs scored in each over. However, when I am trying to depict this in terms of a chart, I will need the cumulative score, because towards the end, what we want to see is what has been the total score or total runs that have been scored by the team, right? So there are a few calculations that will be required to do here. I'm just copying this data, pasting it into a different row and column. Now we'll do our basic calculations. In the first over, whatever has been scored by the team is going to be our starting point. However, in the second over, what was scored in the first over plus what was scored in the second over becomes our resultant. So I'm selecting my first over plus I get my second over and I hit enter. So I know at the end of second over, 4 runs were scored by the team. Now I just need to drag this formula down, and I can copy this entire range and paste it as values using paste special. Now, for our wickets, what we are going to do is we are going to write a simple if formula. We'll say wherever wickets were taken. So wherever there is greater than 1 mentioned over here in my column E, then corresponding runs should be copied to this cell. So let me just write it. If this cell, which is E5, is equal to 0, then what I want is a blank, right? However, if that's not the case, means something more than 0 is mentioned over there, then it should pick up whatever run is mentioned here, whatever value is mentioned here, right? Let's hit enter. So since I don't have any wicket taken in my first over, that's why it's showing in a blank. I'm just dragging this formula down. Now I know in my third and fourth over, wickets were taken, and hence I'm getting the values here, which are same as my runs mentioned in column G. Now this is the data set that we'll be using to create our line chart. So first I'll select this data over here only for my overs and the runs. I'll go to Insert tab and click on the line chart, and I want a basic line chart over here. Now here comes my chart. Now there is some basic additions or basic editing work that will be required to do here. We can see for our overs also we do see a line, however that should not be the case. So in my design tab, I go to select data. I can see whatever legend entries are coming over here. So I don't want overs, I go ahead and click on the remove button. It will just get deleted for us. And now I can go here to my horizontal category axis and I can select overs as the range over here. Right? So now my chart looks more meaningful, right? I just click OK. Now this is when I wanted my chart to be only of overs and runs. And I can just get rid of these grid lines. I can just select any one grid line. Automatically all the grid lines will be selected and I can click on the delete button. And now this looks far more impressive, right? Now, what is the next step that I will be taking care of is I'll include wickets also. Wickets, if you remember the chart that is normally visible on the screens, TV screens while we're watching cricket, is in terms of a small bullet or a small round circular impression which shows us, okay, a wicket was taken at this over. Now we can represent that using a scatter graph. However, we'll be combining both our line chart along with scatter graph to get this resultant chart. So in shorter words, we will be using a combo chart here. So let me go ahead and click on select data. I want to add one more legend entry here now, that is of wickets. So I click on add. It will ask me what is the header I want to give. So wicket is my series name, and what are the values that I want to put is mentioned over here. And I click OK, right? Now, once I'm done, I can see a few blue lines over here. But that's not how I want this. I don't want it to be a line chart. I rather want it to be a scatter chart. So I just select these two blue colored line. I right click and say change data series chart type. And I get this template over here. I can click on my scatter and then I can choose the very first which has the dots and click OK. Now, since I have blanks over here or a formula over here, that's the reason I'm getting these blue marks over here. In case I get rid of the formula and let these cells be blank, I won't get these blue dots. Let me do one thing. Let me just copy this and paste this as values, right? Now I don't have anything over here. Let me quickly delete it. Delete and delete. Right? Now what you see as a result is only overs where your wicket was taken. We can go ahead and expand this chart for a better view. And this is our legend entries. This is showing us, okay, for our runs, we have a line chart. For our wickets, we are depicting it using a diamond shape. And once your chart is selected, you can go to your design tab and you can change your chart layout. If you want to add any kind of header on the top, I can go ahead and do that. If I want my header to be at the top and my legend at the bottom, I can go ahead and select this. So there are different options with me over here, and whichever I feel is apt basis the kind of data that I'm trying to showcase, I can go ahead and select that, and I can just double click here and I can change the colors and all. I can give my chart name, so I want to run versus wickets, right? Wickets, that's it, and my chart is all ready. Isn't it looking good, guys? Is it making more sense to you? So these are the data labels that have come in here. If I want, I can get rid of them. So I can just go ahead and format my data labels over here. I want them, I don't want them. If I want them, what do I want to showcase? Everything I can select from here. So you can want it center, you want it left, you want it right. All these things can be managed from your formatting bar, which comes right by just clicking on the right click button. Do try this chart out. In case you face issues, let me know. You can write in the comment box below, or you can email me at msexcel.freak@gmail.com. Have a great evening, guys. Bye-bye.